Good evening. I'm Alex Trebek, and welcome back to an extra special edition of Celebrity Jeopardy. This evening's contestants have continued to plumb the very depths of mediocrity. Sean Connery has actually managed to achieve a new personal best with a score of negative $2,200.
I achieved a personal best with your mother last night,
Moving on. Our next contestant, Eric Kandel.
I believe you mean Nobel laureate?
Dr. Kandel, you're a pretentious ass. Eric Kandel is currently in the lead with an unimpressive $800. Our final contestant, Katie Holmes, has managed to lose $12,000 of her charity's money, in addition to her grip on reality. But let's go ahead and get into Double Jeopardy. The categories are rods and cones, man or mouse. This is where I show you a picture of either a man or a mouse, and all you have to do is answer and tell me whether it is a man or a mouse. Spinal cord injury, organs ending in rain, mechanisms of learning and memory anesthesia.
The day is mine.
And psychopharmacology.
Bullshit.
Excuse me, Katie Holmes, did I just hear Tom Cruise behind you?
Tom Cruise is not here.
Bullshit. All right, let's just get this over with. Katie Holmes, you and your negative $12,000 have control of the board.
I will take man or mouse for 400, Alex.
Is there an echo in here?
No.
No.
All right then, take a look. Remember, the category is man or mouse. This famous character, Mickey Mouse, was created by Walt Disney in 1928. Man or mouse? Yes?
Man, this is hard.
No, Miss Holmes, you're incorrect, and please remember to phrase your response in the form of a question. That brings you to negative $12,400.
Yeah, so what's a mouse?
That's correct. And once again, an audience member has beaten our contestants. As easy as this is, I would like to ask our audience members to please refrain from speaking and allow our contestants to, our celebrity contestants a chance to earn some money. Katie Holmes, you still have control of the board. And since you, Tom Cruise, still have control of Katie Holmes, why don't you pick?
I'll take lots of cones.
I'll take rods and cones for 800.
Mr. Connery, do you have something to add to the conversation?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay. The answer is, these two types of photoreceptor cells are found in the retina. They are necessary for you to be able to look at things. I know it sounds hard, but here is a hint. Think about the name of the category. Okay, I'll just tell you. All you have to do is put the name of the category, rods and cones, into a question, and you will get the correct answer.
I got a good look at your mother's cones last night.
That is completely uncalled for, Mr. Connery.
I believe she found my rod quite necessary.
Enough! Is there anyone who actually wants to say the question and get $800?
So what are rods and cones?
Yes, that is correct. But again, we would like to ask audience members to refrain from speaking during the game. We seem to be having some focus issues. Let's throw you all a soft one. We'll do organs ending in rain 400. Now, keep in mind that there is only one organ of the body whose name ends in rain, so the correct answer is probably that one. The name of the organ, which is seen here, ends with rain.
What is paleontology in Los Angeles.
No, I'm afraid that's horrifically incorrect. We're looking here for an organ of the body.
But sometimes it rains there.
No.
Do you know where the organ of my body ended last night?
I'm afraid I don't, Mr. Connery.
Oh, I think you do, you infested mollycoddler.
So what is the brain?
Yes, that's correct, but who is it out there in the audience that keeps asking all the questions? Is that Joe Santos Sanchez? I've just been informed that our judges will accept Dr. Santos Sachi's answers, which means that Yale IRLab is now in the lead with $7,300, despite the fact that Dr. Santos Sachi is not a contestant. And since no actual contestants have answered a question this round, I believe Katie Holmes still gets to pick.
I'll take mechanisms of learning and memory and applied.
Right, that's mechanisms of learning and memory and aplysia. And the first answer is, aplysia were first used as a model organism by Nobel laureate Eric Kandel. When threatened, the aplysia releases clouds of this substance. Yes, Mr. Connery.
What is it, Trebek? Now give us something real.
Mr. Kandel, perhaps if you would put away your reward and join us in the game, you could make more than a piddling few $100s. Mr. Connery, the choice is yours.
That's right, Trebek. The choice is mine. I'll take mechanisms of learning and memory and aplysia for 400.
The long-lasting strengthening of connections between two nerve cells is known as this.
What is long-term potentiation, or LTP, Trebek? Let's do 600.
May I remind you, Dr. Kandel, that it was your lab who pulled the strings to include this category. I suggest you join the game. The next answer is an example of non-associative learning. This is also sometimes considered the opposite of potentiation.
What is habituation, Trebek? 800.
In 1972, this second messenger molecule was discovered to be produced in aplysia under sensitization paradigms.
What is cyclic INP, Trebek? By the way, these questions suck. I thought this was supposed to be a game of mental challenge. But let's finish out the category.
This mechanism interacts with Hebbian LTB during classical conditioning in aplysia.
What is activity-dependent presynaptic facilitation, Trebek? Obviously.
Congratulations, Mr. Connery. After somehow sweeping a category specifically geared towards the personal interests of a Nobel laureate, you are now tied for first place with $800. Mr. Kandel, you are a sorry excuse for a contestant.
Perhaps, but I have 17 R01s. And I just won a $200 million cash prize.
A bully for you, egghead. I was voted sexiest man of the century.
All right, but everyone please just shut up. Mr. Connery, pick again.
It's that spinal cord injury.
Spinal cord injury. Now, we're not talking about it. It's saved here. Forget it. This is ridiculous. I hate you all. That's it. We're cutting straight to Final Jeopardy. Contestants, please use your writing pad to write down a wager and answer the following. What are you thinking right now? You can write anything. It doesn't matter. We can't prove you wrong, so anything you write will be correct. Okay, Katie Holmes, you're still $12,000 in the hole, so we'll start with you. What was your answer to, what are you thinking right now? Next. Dr. Kandel, you actually had $800 to bet and seemed to be writing busily. What did you come up with? I suppose that's accurate enough. And what was your wager? I guess that means Eric Kandel remains at $800. Mr. Connery, you also had $800. Did you come up with any answer at all? Well, it appears that you wrote nothing at all. But I believe in your case our judges have ruled that nothing is considered an acceptable response.
You know, Trebek, your mother considered my response.
Okay, Mr. Connery, we all get the point. You have an intimate relationship with my mother. And would you please just see if you wagered anything? I don't really think that was supposed to be a wager, but it is a number, which means I believe you just beat Eric Kandel with a total of $869. But for the first time in history, I believe an audience member has still beaten all of you with a total of $7,300. Congratulations to Dr. Santos Sachi, and get me the hell out of here.